Floss Tube friends, Lisa here at Shady Tree Stitches, back for Flossmas part 2. It's currently the 14th of December, which is the second day of my Silks For You advent box. So I thought I would come on and give you an update on what I've been doing. You won't be seeing these every day because I'm being respectful to Silks For You and the fact that we're in Australia a whole day before the people who are in America. I'm trying to not post these updates till after the American people have had the joy of the surprise. So when you're catching up on these Flossmases, they will be a little bit delayed, but hopefully you're enjoying them. So let's get started. What do we have on day 2? Alright, day 2 is another nice little wrapped pouch. Hopefully I can get into without scissors because, as you can see, I'm over the other side of my room. There's my stitchy spot with my nice shelf with everything next to it. And I've come over here because of what I thought I'd do for you today. Some more beautiful threads in a beautiful little bag. What have we got happening here? It's a couple of special ones in the purples. Purple and burgundy or maroon. There you go. And I think if I pull out the one from yesterday, I think what you'll find, these are the solids that tie in with the variegated. There you go. Look at that. So I dare say I'm going to predict at least 3 more colours coming our way. Anyway, that's lovely. Thank you. So that is the Silks For You box. Okay, I'm going to let Jenny have a word to you now about her day 14 here.
Today is the 14th of December, so back with the next instalment of the Paddock Lane Designs Advent Box. I can tell by looking through it, there's some fabric in here, but it doesn't feel totally flat, so there might be a little something else in there as well. So a very small piece of material with some thread. So in the last few days, we've got the thread and the material, and we had the wooden blanks. And I think tomorrow might be telling us what we're doing with the thread and the fabric and the wooden blanks. So yes, my basket's getting much emptier now. We're past halfway, quite a bit past halfway now, so that's good. So I don't know if you can tell, it's sort of pale yellowy green. You can sort of get the color in there. You can see a little bit of the yellow mottling over here. But yes, nice light, which means the bright colors will show up really well. Stay tuned. See you tomorrow.
Okay, friends. I was trying to think about what else to give you in these Flossmas videos, and I realized that I could just go through my planning process. So today I'm going to start with the easiest thing, and that is WIPGO. Now, this is my WIPGO board. This is the board that comes in the Paddock Lane Designs planner that is available on Amazon. There you go, shameless plug. So jump on Amazon, search for Paddock Lane Designs cross-stitched planner, and should be able to find it. So I have filled out my WIPGO board, and as you can see, I've left number 13 in the middle blank because that's an extra one, and I don't want to have to overcommit. Whenever number 13 gets drawn, if you have something picked in that box, you've got to do 3 things in the month. And this is my full coverage set. So I have got 7 full coverages that I'm using this year for next year. The same 7 I used for this year. Although, Debbie, you'll be pleased to know I found my gingerbread today, but I'd already written my list, so it's not getting a Guernsey. And because of that, I had to put a repetition of 3. And the ones I've repeated are the ones that I want to spend more time on. So mostly they get called 3 times, so they'll have 1,000 stitches each time they're called. So that's 3,000 stitches minimum on each of my full coverages. So what have we got? Well, we have got a stitch in time. Now these are in varying degrees on frames, and I can't see, I can see sort of through there. I have been color completing this I've done all the black in the whole thing. And so now I'm doing, by the looks of it, some brown. So doing a color completion of a Stitch in Time Extreme Cross Country, and that is super fun. That was a big focus piece a few years ago to get all the black done. That was a big goal, so it's gone onto the back burner a little bit, but that's okay. Next in my pile on the floor is, oh yes, my Artisy Christmas house. I did do a fair bit of work on this one this year, and it has, as a result, come along a fair bit. Let's try to get it so that you can focus on the stitching. So I'm in the middle of the house, and that's how much I've done to start the year. I won't be touching any of these before next year, so what you see is what you get. So there you go. So that's the middle of the house there, and I've been working on a bit of the framework and then filling in a fair bit in that room. So that is my Artisy Christmas house, and the advantage there is it gives me a Christmas whip, should I need one. Another one you haven't seen for a little while is the Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Amy Stewart. I have started on the third shelf and working down to the fourth. So that's where we're starting with for Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I mean, these are long range projects, people. They're not going to happen anytime soon, but just plodding along. And now that I've got the setup really good, so you can see my Gus stand just there, all these full coverages are going to get loved nicely with the right setup now. My most progressed is Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf, and you can see I'm having difficulty holding him because the wall's over here. I'm on the first shelf, and I'm going to keep working on the first shelf even though I've actually started the second shelf. So I'm going to keep working my way across on the first shelf. So that's where my Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf is, on the huge Omnic frames. Then the other ones you've seen more recently, I had to work where I was going to dig them out. We've got Train of Dreams. That's where my Train of Dreams is. So I've got all that black, and I'm basically just sort of doing completion going across on my Train of Dreams. So he comes up, oh sorry, my Animal Kingdom comes up 3 times because he's got the most done on him. Train of Dreams comes up 3 times because he's one of the smallest. The other smallest is my Macintosh Mill, and it comes up 3 times because it is the smallest. So that's where my Macintosh Mill is starting from. You know, very tiny. It would be nice to, you know, progress that a lot and have that as a finish sometime soon. But you know, 2024 for me is not going to be about finishes. And the last one in my WIPGO is my Angel, Lion and Lamb, which you have seen recently because I've done a fair bit of work on it. That's where it is. So that's just the top corner. I mean, this one is sizable. I mean, look at the size of the fabric. So there's a long way to go on the Angel, Lion and Lamb, but I'm really happy with how the progress has been going on it. So originally I was thinking of cutting down the number ones, and I was going to cut that one out for the year because I do have other full coverages, people, but I'm narrowing down because I want to get some progress done on them. There's no point me having about 15 full coverages and getting a few hundred stitches on here and there. I thought I'd rather focus on a few, try and get some finished, and then I can draw the other ones in. So I haven't got a lot in the background that aren't started, but there are quite a few that are started. So that, dear friends, is my WIPGO plans. So hopefully that you find that interesting, and you look forward to seeing my full coverage progress on those couple of pieces every month. So until tomorrow, happy stitching, everyone.